What's good, everybody? This is your boy Eazy here with the young Truth in the building.
What's going on, people?
And of course, this is Truth and Eazy. We review hip hop stuff and talk about hip hop stuff, and we've been gone for a while, but now we back. How you liking this quality though? Let us know in the comments below. And I'm saying now you get to see us all HD and shit. I'm saying, but today we decided to come back with just how we started with the Drake project.
Drizzy.
What a time.
What a time
to be alive.
You and yours.
So this is a collaborative project between Drake and Future.
Yep.
A lot of people were hyping this shit up. It was supposed to drop like a few days in a row, and everybody's like, this shit just doesn't exist.
Right.
And then one day, boom, it drops. And then this is what we got. Now, before we get on to our usual top, bottom, and all that shit, let me just preface this by saying this album was made in 6 days, right?
Yeah, people don't understand. This album was made in 6 days. They did record in Atlanta, Georgia, Future's hometown.
So it was recorded in 6 days, and my God, you can tell it was recorded in 6 days.
Definitely.
Some of the songs are really good, but a lot of the songs actually are not that good. Not that any songs are
horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't call any song horrible on this thing, but I wouldn't call any song outside of one like truly great.
With this project, you can definitely tell that they took 6 days to record it. It's not their best work, but I wouldn't say it's bad, because most of the songs, they're pretty good. But.
Yeah, I agree. So we're just gonna hop right into this. I'm not a huge fan of Future. I just want to let that shit be known real quick. I think if you are looking into getting into Future though, I think the song Codeine Crazy has been one of my go-tos. I love that song. His verse on Fine Wine, A$AP Rocky's A La earlier this year.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like his best verse ever. But like Future can shine. I really like him with Drake, but that's my problem. I like him with Drake. I don't like
him
Drake
solo.
I don't like Drake with him, because this album really to me seems like Future featuring Drake as opposed to Drake featuring Future.
Definitely.
Which is what I thought it was going to be, because if we would have gotten stuff like that, then I would have been more hyped. But anyway, let's get into this. What do you want to start off with, bottom or top?
Let's go with the bottom, and I am definitely interested in hearing yours.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, so my first bottom three goes to I'm the Plug.
I'm the Plug, okay.
Now, Drake, I think he might have the best sounding verse on this song.
I agree. This song, that verse in particular, is his best verse on the whole album.
Yeah, like he's like that flow switch up and everything. I wasn't really expecting that. That shit was kind of crazy, but I liked his verse, but that's essentially it. Yeah. And my main gripe with this song is, once I pointed it out to Truth, he saw it too. But this song is I Serve the Bass. I feel like Future, when he was making Dirty Sprite 2, was like, all right, so I have I Serve the Bass and I have this I'm the Plug song.
Right.
I don't know which one to fucking use. And then he ended up going with I Serve the Bass, because when you're listening to the hook, if you sing along with it, like I Serve the Bass, it's the same thing. Like
really, I'm the plug. Really, I'm the plug.
Yeah, like,
I serve the bass.
Yeah, it's almost like the same thing. So I'm the Plug definitely goes in there.
Okay.
I had Plastic Bag written down. But we were just listening to the album on my speakers and shit, and I was just like...
So what's replacing Plastic Bag?
Big Rings.
Really?
Yeah. The main reason I like that song, don't get me wrong, like certain times I like to bump that song and just like bang with it.
And other times it just doesn't work.
Like it's not that it doesn't work, it's that it's fucking annoying, because like I got a really big team and it needs some really big. It's like kind of obnoxious with it. I'm just like, sometimes it's off-putting, but sometimes it does get me in the right mood and I do like it. And then my last favorite song, not that it's a bad song by any means, but it's just not, I don't think it really stands out. Change Locations. I do not like Change Locations.
Why is that?
Like I said, it's not that it's a bad song or anything, but like I'd rather listen to Digital Dash, Live from the Gutter, like anything else. Like this song I put on there mainly because it's one of the songs that I would least want to listen to.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I don't know how you went about it, but I kept off Future's single and Drake's single 30 for 30 in Jersey because I felt like this was more of a joint album. So I wanted to like dissect them two together as opposed to just their solo efforts. But even then, I still like Jersey more than Change Locations. I actually kind of like Jersey. I didn't like it at first, but it warmed up to me a little bit.
I agree. When it came to Jersey, I just wasn't feeling it, but I had to take time to fully listen to it. And then it finally grew on me, and it's one of my favorites. And for people that don't know, Change Locations, they actually sampled Minecraft.
Once I heard that, I was just like, holy shit. Like, that's one thing you can't unhear.
That's crazy.
But yeah, why don't you go ahead and say your bottom?
All right, my bottom, I'm going to say Plastic Bag. Plastic Bag, before the Joint mixtape album, whatever you call it, came out, there was speculation that it was going to be called Put It All in a Plastic Bag.
Yeah.
So that pretty much hyped up everybody. Oh, put it in a plastic bag, put it in a plastic bag. And then when you see that song on the track list, you're looking forward to it because you saw that name pop up before the album even showed up.
Yeah.
So when I listened to it, it's just another typical stripper song, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not really opposed to those kinds of songs. Just that this song didn't do anything different. It was just sort of like the same thing. Very, very Drake. It was a very Drake song, I can say that.
Definitely. My next track, I gotta say Live from the Gutter.
I'm gonna need you to explain this one to the kids.
Live from the Gutter, it was really hard to pick a bottom three, but for Live from the Gutter, I feel like both Future and Drake, they could have went a lot harder, especially Drake. With this album, they're not spitting their greatest verses, and it definitely shows on this track in particular.
All right. Well, to each his own, I guess.
All right, and my last one, I'm gonna say I'm the Plug. I'll go with that too, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely resembles I Serve the Bass, and it's not original.
Right,
know?
Exactly. Now moving on to the top, I'm just gonna go ahead since he already mentioned this song. Actually, one of my top is Live from the Gutter.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. That's a runner-up. It's an honorable mention. Right. I love Live from the Gutter because Future's hook. Like I talk
he goes
about
hard. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty gritty.
Like I like when he's got that like nasty in his voice. I'm just like, yeah,
talking big money shit, bitch.
Like I really like the hook. I like the song in general. So Live from the Gutter was a runner-up for me, but top three. The one song on here that I was talking about before, where I feel like it's a truly great song, is Diamonds Dancing.
I agree.
That feels like a complete song. Like that's an album-worthy song. Like I could see that on either I could see that on Views from the Six. In fact, if I was a betting man, I'd bet that was a Views from the Six song that got dropped. You know, the duet for the fucking hook is so good.
It's perfect.
Like if like the album sounded like Diamonds Dancing, like bruh, this shit would have been crazy. But only 6 days, I understand. Right. But them two on the hook, like them singing together, like that's not something I ever would have imagined I would like, but it works out really well. And then Drake's monologue at the end, obviously feeling some type of way about something, very relatable.
Definitely deep.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, like definitely I like that. I like that song. Number 2, of course, Jumpman.
Jumpman, that boy's up to something.
That's like the banger on this album. Like this album is essentially bangers, but that's like the banger. You know what I mean?
That's
Jumpman,
the go-to banger right there.
Jumpman goes in all the fucking way. Definitely. That's got to be top 3. And then third top 3, Scholarships, because I love that song too. I think Drake and Future both come correct on that song, and they do their thing on that shit. They show what they have to offer, and Scholarships is a really good song in my opinion.
All right, for my top 3, he already named 2 of them. Diamonds Dancing is my number 1.
Absolutely.
Number 1. Number 2, what you said. Jumpman. That boy's up to something. And I gotta say,
I just gotta interject right quick. Can we agree that the best line in this motherfucking album is think I need some Robitussin? Like it's so weird, but like that's just one of my favorite. Like I always, I don't know, I fucking like fuck you niggas.
Drake could say whatever he wants and people still fuck with it. It doesn't matter.
Remember back in the day too, I could sacrifice a line like. What song was that? Still Fly,
right? Freestyle.
Yeah. Yo, for all you people say, wow, I love Drake. He came out when he dropped Take Care, right? Nah, bruh. Nah, bro, you gotta go back in time, little nigga. Go back in time, little nigga. He's got some heat.
And my final track, this song, I had to get used to it, but then once it started to grow on me, I was really loving it. I gotta go with Digital Dash. Intro track.
Really?
Yes.
Digital Dash.
Yes. That song, in my opinion, just slaps. And right when Drake starts his verse, like right off rip, just spitting, just going so hard, and I respect that, you know, especially for the intro track. You want to come correct, and I feel like both Future and Drake came correct on that track.
I can definitely see that. So overall, what did you think of the album?
Overall, all right, we got to understand that 6 days, this is what they're giving us. 11 days.
I understand where you're coming from, 6 days and everything, but this is still a project. Regardless, you can't look at how much time, whether it took them 25 years or 25 fucking minutes, whatever, you have to look at it as an album. This is what they gave us, okay? And this is an album. People want to call it a mixtape. You paid for this shit, bro.
Right.
Like, this is not a mixtape. You paid for it.
Because I know some people will be mad, like, oh, it's 11 tracks. They didn't go as hard. Yeah, they took 6 days, you know?
Yeah.
And they did record in Atlanta, so it definitely sounds heavily Future related.
One thing you got to take into account, this is Future featuring Drake. You got to remember, this is Atlanta rap.
If they were trapped in the studio for 6 days in Toronto, then it'll be OVO sound throughout that whole project. That's the thing.
So, but overall, how's the album leaving you feel?
Overall,
have you been playing it or?
Yeah, it's definitely on constant spinning in my car. I'm definitely blasting it. If you're not a Drake fan, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. Drake's up there in the game. Future, I'm iffy about him. He has some tracks that I like, and some tracks just fall short for me. But if you haven't listened to Future, I would say just go back to his old mixtapes and give it a listen, give it a shot.
As for me, this album gets little to no spins outside of like the first week, I think. I might go back and play Diamonds Dancing and Jumpman and stuff, but that's like all I'll go back to listen to. This album is not getting played for me at all these days. In terms of whether or not I think you would like this album, that all depends. If you're a Drake fan, you've already listened to it. If you're a Future fan, you've already listened to it. If you're not a fan, this isn't going to convince you because it's more of the same, if not a little weaker than what they normally put out. So at the end of the day, you already know if you're going to like this album, you know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to. I enjoyed it for what it was. I think Drake, when Future has Drake with him, it's a lot easier to get into Drake or to get into Future, because Future's a little bit off-putting, I'll admit. You know, he's got that really weird voice. People can't really understand what he's saying. The way I perceive Future, though, this is how I listen to him, and this is how it helped me get over that whole like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. The way I see it is that this is like a new style kind of rap where I look at the vocals as almost an additional instrument, where it adds to the instrumental, but it's actually words that mean something. And to me, this unlocks Future songs on two different layers. One, you get just the sound, and if it sounds good to you, then that's awesome. But two, once you learn the lyrics, then it becomes like a whole new song to you. So like Cody and Crazy, I love the melodies and all that stuff from that song. Then once I learned what he was talking about, like battling addiction, how serious of a song that was and how deep that song was, I was just like, damn, this song just like totally turned around. And now granted, not every Future song's like that, but still, that just goes to show that there is depth to this music, and it's not just surface level stuff. You got to dig deep, but this album is pretty much surface level. You're not gonna get blown away by this, but yeah, it was okay for what it was. I'm not playing it that much though. You have anything else to say?
No, that's about it for another episode of Truth and Eazy. It's your boy Truth.
It's your boy Eazy. Y'all know the social links: Twitter, YC Flow Eazy; Snapchat, YC Flow Eazy; Instagram, YC Flow Eazy.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all my names down below.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. We're happy to be back with the new setup, and we'll catch you guys on the flip flop. Have a good one. Ah, shit, that was not bad, bro. Not bad.
It's hot.
Skirt.